Oh my, let's prepare some produce properly. Here's Laura now with the groceries.
Found some great stuff. Want to take a look?
We got some mushrooms, we got some chicken, and some sausage. And we
Yeah,
put our
check it out.
mushrooms right in with them.
Well, I bagged the chicken separate. Isn't that fine?
Well, it's okay.
All right.
But you know, proper produce preparation starts at the grocery store. Always remember to put your chicken and your proteins in separate bags from your produce. If I wanted to eat these raw, we could totally be at risk of salmonella or E. coli.
Well, they're organic. Of course,
Doesn't exempt them, does it?
we do know what mushrooms are grown in, right?
We do. Same with this
Okay.
lovely melon.
All right.
All right. Well, to prepare them properly, first we're going to get them washed, right? So you
Okay.
brought your bags in, you set them on the counter. So our counter is now contaminated, and all of
Oh.
our produce has been touched by every weird kid at the grocery store. So I say we take them over to the sink. I'll pull off some stickers, and maybe you can get washing with some vinegar. Does
All
that sound
right.
like a plan?
Okay, why don't I take this and why don't you put
Okay.
the chicken in the fridge?
I'll do that.
And chicken always goes, raw chicken always goes in the very bottom of your refrigerator.
And why is that,
Okay.
Laura?
Oh, well, there's a little issue with cross-contamination.
And gravity loves
You
it, doesn't
really
it?
want to think about bloody chicken, and if it drips
Mm-hmm.
on your other food, then that's going to be a real issue to cook it to a proper temperature of 165. So,
Well, and in our world,
bottom
we
drawer-
call all of these items TCS foods. And that means that when we cut through them, anything that the knife has touched is going to touch that flesh and it's going to go straight through. So if chicken drips on it and we slice it, all of that
Yeah.
chicken juice goes right through that melon or whatever produce item we're cutting. So danger, danger.
Well, and there was a big recall on sliced melons here in Michigan a couple of years ago, and it really was. They were cutting the melons with a dirty implement, which is a knife, of course, and anything you drag through from the outside to the inside is very likely to grow.
Absolutely.
So I'll get these babies washed.
All right, and I'm going to be on sticker removal.
I like to use cool water, but I also like to sanitize everything as I go about it. I like to use a little spray, and my spray usually has, oops, that's a lot of noise. My spray usually has a little vinegar in it, so it's a good way to just get everything started with a fresh look on them, right? So I'm going to use these. When I put them in the refrigerator, I want them ready to go, especially if you've got small children at home. They're likely to not ever sanitize anything, so just have it ready to eat, as they say, which can be a little bit of a trick.
And Miss Laura, I've got you a drying station over here when you're ready, okay?
Oh, excellent.
It's just
Thank
a
you.
fresh, clean towel on the countertop, which I just sanitized.
Cool. All right. If I get this over there,
Thank you.
and then I'll get this melon washed up.
Would you like the colander back?
Not right now. We're good.
Okay,
I
great.
think. Thank you. I want to get a little vinegar water on my melon, and if they're, especially muskmelons, I like to use a brush on them to just remove the dirt. The vinegar really does remove some of those pathogens that might be on there, but want to remove any dirt that might be on there, especially muskmelons. It can be quite a mess. And then I'll just let her drip dry so she's ready to go when we're ready to cut her up. And cleaned and sanitized, obviously, but one of the other big things with especially melons is make sure you refrigerate it after you cut it up, and that'll keep it safe. All right. Now,
Beautiful.
did you clean and sanitize my counter?
I did. Yep, we're ready to rock and roll. We just have to pull a
Okay.
cutting board
All right. Well,
and
I
find
got
a good knife.
I got a couple cutting boards for you.
Fantastic. Want to start with the melon?
No. Let's start with peppers.
Okay. So looking at our cutting boards, we've got this green one, which looks like you've had for a minute.
Keep picking on my green board.
I do, you know, with all of your bear claw marks, it's holding loads of bacteria. So we just cleaned this beautiful melon, and now if we put it back on this cutting board, we could easily contaminate it because of those grooves and scratches if it's impacted with germs and weirdness. So I think I'm going to prefer this one. And I think
All
it's
right.
time to seriously retire this one, Laura. So I'm just going to cut up our peppers right quick. I'm going to do some small dice and I'm going to do some long juliennes. And these are just going to be for later on. We're going to prepare them for the week. So first and foremost, when I prepare my pepper, I want to use as much of the pepper as possible. Getting the highest yield means that I'm not wasting my groceries. So I'm going to take its head off right there, and all of this outside part's usable. So I'm going to set it here for now. And then I'm going to slice our pepper downways like so. And you've got all of its guts. We're going to pull those out. These are perfect for compost. If you've got chickens or livestock, they'll love this little treat. You can also save the seeds and start more peppers at home. I'm going to slice these down just like this. And these are great for kids' lunches. They're great for a quick snack. You can top them off on a salad. But they're nice and easy, full of flavor and loads of vitamin C. So we'll set those there. And then these ones I'm just going to dice up right quick. And now with this head of the pepper, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop this head off, and I want to cut all around that green part so that I can save all of this beautiful red pepper flesh. And these don't have to be pretty, because what I'll do is on Sunday morning, I'll throw these in a quiche before I have everyone over for brunch. And it'll be perfect. I'll just add a little bit of fresh flavor.
Now that we have all of our food cut up, that's a good thing. We've got stuff for the kids to eat. We're ready for that quiche. And of course, we did not waste any of that peppers that we cut up, which is a really big thing. So we had a big conversation about putting those grocery bags on the counter and then cleaning that counter. Mm-hmm. That's really important to get started, right? Washing your fruits and vegetables so they're ready to eat properly. Yep. Getting them cut up after they're washed. And the big deal is, of course, make food not waste. We don't want to throw it in the trash can.
Let's eat it instead. I'd say, oh my, we've prepared our produce properly. I'm Jake.
And I'm Laura.
And we'll see you next time.